Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Long-Term Health Peer Support Groups. And today we have Naomi, who is from Strong 21 Training, to do some yoga with us. So over to you.
Hi, I'm Naomi. So today we're just going to do some nice, gentle yoga. Well, we call it yoga because it's easier for people to understand, but I call this strength and stretch. The idea is that we're going to strengthen our bodies, strengthen our breathing, strengthen our mind through some nice, gentle, but a little bit exerting stretching. It's really good for the body, really good for the mind. It helps on breathing, it helps with fitness, it helps on mobility. There's a lot of benefits to it. So as Faye says, I'm from Strong 21 Training. I have a studio in Stainforth where we do classes, we do yoga, low intensity, high intensity, all sorts of things like that. But today we're going to go through this. We're just going to have a stretch and then just a short meditation at the end. Don't feel uncomfortable. If it's not really your sort of thing, don't worry about it at all. Just work on the breathing. And we'll go from there. Don't be afraid to shout out if you're confused with anything, or if you need me to slow down, or if there's anything you're not sure of. I'm going to put a little bit of background music on, just so we've got a little bit of something. If you can't hear it, don't worry. Just let me know if you can't hear me, but I'm normally pretty loud, so. Right. You all see me? Yeah?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Right. I want you to just bring your feet together. We're going to roll the shoulders back. Stand up really tall. Take a deep breath in. And out. Do the same thing again. This time we're going to take the arms up and above the head. Brilliant. As we exhale, we're going to allow the body to fall forward and just stretch down. Don't worry if you can't touch your toes. Just allow your body to relax. Taking a deep breath in, we're going to slide the hands up to just below the knees, pulling the shoulders back. Stretching through the shoulders and the back. Good stuff. Deep breath in. We're going to bring the hands down and we're going to step out into a high plank position. If you struggle, come onto your knees. If you can, stay on your toes in that nice plank position. Don't worry if you can't. Taking a deep breath in, we're going to come onto the knees and we're just going to lay ourselves down onto the floor before pushing our top part up, stretching tall. Good work, everybody. Taking a deep breath in, I'm going to just turn this way so you can see. We're just going to tuck the toes and we're going to push up into a down facing dog position. Again, don't worry if your feet aren't flat on the floor. If you've got a little bend, that's also fine. But we just want to try and push the chest back. Deep breath in. From here, we're just going to stretch one heel down to the floor, then the other. This is called walking the dog. Stretching through your bum and your thighs. Take a deep breath in. We're going to bring the feet to the hands and just hang ourselves nice and low again. Good stuff. From here, I'd like you to bend your knees if you can and just come into this position, into a toe balance. If you struggle there, don't worry about it. Just go to where you can. Your hands are there to balance. If you feel like you can balance, do so. In this position, we're just going to have a few nice deep breaths. Good work, everybody. And we're going to bring ourselves onto our bum. Lovely. So this style of stretching is akin to vinyasa yoga. Vinyasa yoga, vinyasa means one breath, one movement. So what we're going to try and do in this next section is each time we make a movement, we either breathe in or we breathe out. That doesn't mean you have to hold your breath, but if you need to breathe in between, also obviously breathe. But if you can, just try and make one movement, one breath on each time we move. So we're going to take a deep breath in, take the arms up, and forward fold, exhale, and just stretch as far as you can. Don't worry if you can't get to your toes, just hold your legs where you can and stretch forward. Good stuff. Deep breath in, we're going to come back up. Place hands down by your side. Chest up tall. We're going to take the right leg and we're going to cross it over the left. And we're going to take the left arm and wrap it round that knee. From here, we're going to take a big deep breath in. And breathe out. We're going to twist and turn toward the right hand side. You should feel this all in your bum. In your leg, your side, and your bum. Really, really good exercise. Really good stretch. If you ever suffer with sciatica, or if you ache in the morning through your hips, through your lower back, it's a really good stretch to try and release any sort of muscle tension in that area. Take a deep breath in again. And exhale, we come back to center. Squeeze that knee into the chest before releasing it down. And just give your legs a little wobble. Now we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Take a deep breath in. Take the left leg over. Right arm comes round. Deep breath in. Exhaling, twisting round. You'll find that one side's probably stretchier than the other. At one side you might feel something a little bit more. Good work, everyone. Squeezing it all in. Try and breathe into the stretch. So wherever you can feel the muscles tightening and stretching and maybe hurting ever so slightly, try and imagine you're sending your breath to that area. We send the oxygen and the good stuff in our blood all the way to them muscles. Deep breath in. Exhale back to center. Squeeze that knee in before releasing it forward. Everyone feel okay?
Yep.
Well, right. We're going to bring ourselves over now. As any way you want to, onto your knees. We're going to rest here 2 seconds. Good work. Right, the work we're going to do now is all about your core, your lower back and your middle. And a little bit of your shoulders. So this is where a lot of people suffer. We suffer with the lower back because we spend a lot of time sat down. As a nation, this is where we tend to suffer. So we're going to come into a tabletop position. I'm going to come this way so you can see. So in this position, you want a nice strong back. You want to imagine you're pulling your belly button into your spine, holding it nice and strong, just looking down at the floor to have that nice neutral spine. From here, we're going to take a big deep breath in, and we're going to pull our back up like an angry cat, tucking your bum right in, squeezing it tight. We're going to hold this position for a couple of breaths. Really imagine you pulling that belly button into your spine, stretching through your shoulders. Before we exhale, we allow our back to come down, our hips to roll, our back to dip, and we look up to the sky. Great stuff. Deep breath in, we're going to pull it back up again. Nice angry cat position. Tuck the head right in, pull the back really high. Remember to breathe. And exhale, we roll down. Look up to the sky. Real stuff. One more time, deep breath in, pull it up nice and tall. Really good. Pull that belly button in. And exhale, we come down. Looking up to the sky. Good. From here, we're going to sit back into our extended child pose. So we're going to take the knees nice and wide, sit back on the heels, stretch forward, let the forehead just rest on your floor. I'll allow you to just rest there for a minute, to just really focus on the breathing and stretching through your back. Brilliant work. From here, we're going to tuck the toes at the back and we're going to push up into our down facing dog again. Before walking the feet forward to meet the hands, hanging really nice and low. And we're going to come up nice and tall. Deep breath in. Brilliant. And we bring the hands to heart center. Everyone feeling good? From here, we're going to take the right leg backwards into a high lunge position. Deep breath in, we're going to take the arms up and allow the hips to drop a little bit to really stretch through the thigh. Brilliant stuff. Deep breath in. On the exhale, we're going to turn the back foot and we're going to come into a warrior two position. Now in this position, I want you to really think about being a warrior. Strong individuals. What makes you a warrior? What makes you feel strong? I know there's times that we don't always feel strong, but there are things that we are strong for and that we have to be strong for. This is what we focus on when we're in our warrior position. Holding the core nice and strong, arms nice and strong. Take a deep breath in. We're going to straighten that front leg as we come down and try and, don't worry if you can't touch the floor, just grab the inside of your leg. And we're going to reach up and look towards the sky. Lovely. Deep breath in, we come back up. And we're just going to allow the back hand to rest on the thigh at the back as we just slightly come backwards into reverse warrior. Taking a deep breath in, we bring the feet and the arms together into our mountain pose, Tadasana. Hands to heart center. We recenter ourselves before we take the left leg back. Lovely. Again, stretching through that thigh, taking the arms up. Allowing a little bit more dip through the hips to really feel that stretch across there, strengthening those muscles. Deep breath in. And we turn warrior two. Remember, channeling our inner warrior. Lovely. Your legs will probably feel it. You'll probably feel your muscles working. That's what we want. Taking a deep breath in. We straighten that front leg. Bring the hand down and stretch it tall. Lovely stuff. Deep breath in. We push up. Hand on the back side as we come back, reverse warrior. Deep breath in, hands and feet together, Tadasana. We bring the hands to heart center once again. Everyone feel okay? Lovely work. Right, from here, we're going to allow the hands to just relax down a minute. I'm going to take my right arm, I'm just going to place it just up my back, just to wherever you can. If you can only get it to there, that's fine. You can get it a little bit higher. Brilliant. I'm then going to bring my head down. I'm going to look over to my opposite foot, to what hand's behind my back. So my right hand's behind my back. I'm going to look over to my right foot. And I'm just going to get my left foot, and I'm just going to place my left hand on my head just to allow a stretch here. So this is a stretch that I found really helps, especially if you're someone who doesn't sleep very well and carries a lot of tension in your shoulders, in your neck, or suffers with any pain in your shoulders, in your neck. This is a great stretch to release tension. From here, I'm going to release the hand, bring my head back to center, and looking up tall. Releasing my arm from the back, roll my shoulders. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Take my left arm up my back, looking down to the floor before looking across to the side. Hand on the head, just allowing my arm to be a little bit of a weight on my head to allow that stretch. You should feel this from here all the way through into your shoulder. Remember, breathing is really important. We keep breathing in and out before we release the head back to center, looking up, release the shoulder. When you take the arms up, stretch them tall. I want you to place your one hand over the other at the top and just allow your arms to come back ever so slightly, so you just stretch through the shoulders. Good, and bring them down. Everyone feel okay so far? Fantastic. Gonna have a little roll out now, just allow everything to loosen up a little bit. For anybody who's not exercised for a while or not done any sort of yoga or anything like that before, you may feel yourself a little bit achy tomorrow. But that's just because we've worked areas that maybe haven't been worked for a while or anything like that. But it's important, if you can remember any of these exercises, just even simple ones like just like a nice low stretch like this, or like the neck stretch that we've just done, that will help release any tension that if you've got any tomorrow. Everyone good? Brilliant. We're going to take the feet nice and wide. Breathe in, take the hands up as we bring them out into a star pose. So while we're doing any sort of poses like this, we don't just want to stand here flapping, we want to be strong. We want to send as much energy, as much tension through the legs and through the arms, holding ourselves nice and strong. Fantastic. From here, we're going to bring ourselves into a goddess pose. Again, similar to the warrior pose, when in the goddess pose, you really want to think about your inner goddess. Focus on it, pull into it. Fantastic. Brilliant. From here, I'm going to come to the side. I'm going to bring myself down on that back leg with this leg bent in front of me. As I take a deep breath in, stretch tall. And I'm just going to allow my hips to dip and push through as I lean back ever so slightly into a crescent pose. Brilliant. Taking a deep breath in, I'm going to bring my hands to the front and turn to the side, stretching all the inside of this leg. Lovely, lovely stretch to really lengthen the muscles in the leg. Brilliant. From here, if you can, we're going to Just swap over to the other side as best you can. So really feel that there. Really feel a good stretch through the inside of my thigh. Lovely feeling. Deep breath in. We're going to turn. Bring ourselves back into our present pose. As we drop the hips and allow ourselves to just rotate back a little bit. Lovely work, guys. Lovely work. Deep breath in. Bring my hands back to centre. As I turn and just try in this position. Don't worry if you can't touch the floor. Grab your legs where you can, just to give you that bit of stability. If you can touch the floor. In this position, I want you to really think about flattening your back, straightening your back, flattening it out. So you don't want to be, if I turn this way so you can see, you don't want an arch back like that. You want to try and flatten your back out. Brilliant work. Can you feel all that down your legs?
Yeah.
Lovely. Deep breath in. We're going to return to our goddess pose. Fantastic. As we go into star pose. Bringing the hands to heart, hands up and heart center. Brilliant. Everyone good?
Yeah.
We're gonna finish on the floor now with a few floor stretches, which are fantastic. Again, if you ever suffer with your lower back or any sciatica, this is a stretch that we're gonna do now that I do every morning without fail. I do this in bed before I get up. It's really good at just helping release any tension in the lower body, through the hips, lower back, and even any digestional issues, anything like that. All our happy hormones are made in our gut. They're all made in our gut. So we want to try and look after that as best we can. And this is a really good exercise at just helping release any tension that's deeper inside than not just muscles. So we're gonna come and lay on our back. Can you all see me? You're gonna lay on your back. Just have a minute to just center yourself here before you bring both knees into your chest. If you can, wrap your arms around them and just squeeze them in. Lovely. From here, I want you to take your right leg and place it on the floor. So your left knee is still bent into your chest, right leg's down on the floor. From here, I'm going to take my right hand and place it on my left knee. Take my left arm out to the side. And I'm just going to pull that knee across to the right hand side. Oh, love this stretch. Love it. Up, pull through my back, through my hips. Don't worry about how far it goes. Just try and keep your shoulders on the floor. And just allow that stretch. If it's easy, if you find it easy, push that little bit more. Try and get yourself into a deeper stretch. Remember to breathe while we're in this position. Before we bring both knees back into the chest. And we're going to swap. Left leg down to the floor. Right arm out to the side. We pull the right knee towards the left. Whoa. Nice, strong, deep stretch here. Brilliant stuff. Remember, keep breathing. Deep breaths in and out. Deep breath in, both knees into the chest. Before we take them both out to the floor. And just rest for a minute in this position. And when you're ready, you just bring yourself into a seated position. Now, if this is uncomfortable for you to sit like this, you might be better on a cushion. It helps decompress the bottom part of your spine. So if this is an uncomfortable position for you, grab a cushion, sit on a cushion to support you. Really good work, guys. So now we're just gonna take a couple of minutes now to relax and breathe. So I'm gonna stay in this position and just rest my hands on my knees with my palms facing up. Some people prefer to lay down, just to lay flat in a Shavasana pose. I like this position. This is a nice relaxing position for me. I'm gonna pull myself up. I'm gonna have my head nice and high. Just give myself a little wiggle wobble. Just let everything just relax. And I want you to really think about, you can do this with your eyes open or your eyes shut, whatever you're comfortable with. And I want you to focus on your breathing. So I want you to be really conscious of each inhale and exhale. If you can, as you breathe in through your nose, I want you to hold that breath for a couple of seconds before breathing out again through your nose. Just trying to control that breath. This is called Uja Breathing. Now, we've all probably heard of when you're stressed or if you're getting angry about something, everyone always says, take a deep breath. And there's actually science behind that. So when we take a deep breath in and out, we release a hormone called relaxin. And as the name suggests, it helps us relax. So this is a minute just for us to actually allow that hormone to do its job. Whether it be emotional stress, physical stress, emotional pain, or physical pain, taking a couple of minutes to sit in a position that you're comfortable in and really focus on the breathing, clearing your mind, allowing your mind to just really focus on that breath. Sending that energy, that positive breathing, that positive energy to where hurts, to where needs it. Allowing your mind to clear. Picturing a bright white space. Just focusing on the breath. If you feel comfortable, I want you to try and think of something you want to achieve this week. It can be the smallest intention. It can be just to get up a little bit earlier, to eat one healthier piece of food a day, to achieve just one small task. Even if it's just to sit and have another few minutes sometime in this week to just allow yourself to do this. Set yourself that intention and visualize it. And put it out there to the universe that that's something you want to achieve this week. If your mind wanders at all, that's absolutely fine. We'll just bring ourselves back to the breath. Focusing on that deep breath in and out. When you're ready, I want you to take a nice deep breath in, take the arms up above the head, stretching tall. Before exhaling, bring your hands to heart center. And namaste. Well done, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that.
Thank you. Yes, it was brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.